What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Vince, and today we are back with another reaction. Today we're breaking to actors who went broke in the stupidest ways. That is selfish and ignorant. Bruh. So you mean to tell me that I am broke making $3.99 at McDonald's? Meanwhile, this idiot is at the top throwing $399,000 away? Come on now. Dude, that's ignorant, bro. I'm not going, bro. No, I'm not for that shit. Ooh, I spit on your dog. I just spit on your... Let me calm down. If you were gonna throw away the money, why didn't you throw it away in my direction? You was giving it away regardless. You know what I'm saying? You had a party talking about $1 million on me, everybody $1 million. Hey, party. These people are already rich. They already got $1 million. Why are you giving them more millions of dollars, bro? I am broke. Please give me $1 million. I need that, bro. Come on, dude. Like, what is wrong with him, dude? He's just throwing money away for no reason. No respect for the money, bro. Meanwhile, I'm looking up talking about some spare change, sir. Dude, come on. Come on, bro. It's one thing to get Mike Tyson out of your money. You got scammed. You bought the wrong crypto. You know what I'm saying? Your manager, accounting manager, sent the money to his bank account. That's one thing. But if you just giving it away, you get no respect from me. So we finna get into this video and see actors who went broke in the stupidest way. So let's get into it. Let's go.
Was spending 360 grand a year on wine bottles.
Exactly.
While Nicolas Cage's bankruptcy included 9 Rolls Royces and his own private island. However, there are few actor bankruptcies stranger than Kim Basinger's, who thought it was smart to pay $20 million for an entire country town. Braselton, Georgia had only 2 shops and 500 local residents, one of which describing the town by stating breading chicken is about the most exciting thing we do around here, which made the reason for Kim's purchase even more stupid. She planned on turning the town into a Hollywood tourist attraction by building a major film and recording studio with the added bonus of a theme park, homes and shopping centers at a time when Braselton's economic conditions were so atrocious. Another local resident stated, "If we talk about the economy, everybody gets depressed." Given the real Hollywood was on the other side of the country, it's no surprise that the project failed, forcing Kim to resell the town for $4.3 million, locking in a $15.7 million loss.
Oh my god! Where was her accounting manager? Nobody signed the papers and was like, hey, this isn't a good idea. Like, who signed off on this, bro? Like, dude. Yeah, she needs to fire somebody. I'm not gonna lie, because if this came across my table and she talking about, yeah, I want to buy this island, I look at it and say, oh, ain't no money coming through this island. It's probably not a good investment. 20 million. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I don't think we should do this. Bruh. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I would have said something like that, bro. I'm not signing off on nothing as her accountant talking about, yeah, let's spend this 20 million.
The alienation of her entire family who'd also bought into the project. The stress from the town's failure then caused Kim to pull out of a movie she was starring in, prompting the producers to successfully sue her for $8.9 million, which Kim couldn't pay.
You had to declare bankruptcy. You made everything and then lost everything.
Lost everything. Every single thing.
But at least Kim Basinger still had her freedom, as Wesley Snipes' bankruptcy was so brutal, it also put him in prison.
Not
He earned over $50 million from a range of different roles, although despite purchasing an Aston Martin Vanquish, as well as mansions in both Florida and New Jersey, Wesley refused to lodge a single tax return over a 7-year period, and was therefore ordered to pay the IRS $23.5 million. Wesley tried to wiggle his way out of paying by making the strange claim that he was a non-resident alien of the United States despite being born there.
He knew he had to pay the taxes. He was just trying to find ways to avoid them.
Although things got a whole lot weirder when Snipes declared he had no taxable US income, making the IRS Form 1040 absolutely the wrong form for me to file. He also claimed taxes withheld were stolen funds, whilst adding the IRS deceives people to terrorize, enslave, rape or pillage taxpayers. Although confronting the IRS was a very stupid
I know a finesser when I hear one. He's trying to finesse the system.
Strategy, as Wesley was immediately charged with 6 counts of willfully failing to file federal income tax returns, for which he was given a federal prison sentence.
Wesley Snipes gets 3 years behind bars.
In 2018, 5 years after being released from prison, Wesley Snipes still hadn't paid $1 toward his tax bill and would try to settle the $23.5 million debt by instead offering the IRS $842,000, which they understandably rejected. Wesley then tried arguing economic hardship, but the court said no to that too, instead dropping his tax bill to $9.5 million, which it seems he hasn't paid either. Avoiding a tax bill for 15 years might almost make him a genius. However, when Heidi Montag blew through $10 million, there was zero intelligence anywhere. Reality television was the source of her wealth, appearing in The Hills, Big Brother, and I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Outta Here. Although when these types of shows completely disappeared, Heidi instead began recording music, spending $2 million on her very first album. She'd state, "I put every dollar I have into this. I've spent over $1 million, almost $2 million on this album. It's cost as much or more than a Britney Spears album because I wanted it to be that quality. The songs will make an impact in pop history. It sold only 1,000 copies." In case losing $2 million on a worthless album wasn't bad enough, she'd talk about her daily life by stating, "Every time we'd go out to eat, we'd order $4,000 bottles of wine. Heidi was going to the mall and dropping $20,000 to $30,000 a day. We thought we were Jay-Z and Beyonce. Heidi's outrageous spending was justified because we heard that the planet was going to end in 2012. We thought we have to spend this money before the asteroid hits, although the peak of her stupidity was still yet to come."
Y'all know we really thought that in 2012? Why did everybody think that? First of all, she's stupid. The money would have just been in the bank account and the world would have just exploded. I wouldn't have spent it. She's dumb, because what if it actually didn't blow up, and what if she survived the blow up? You know what I'm saying? And money was valuable, which is not normally a thing, but I'm just saying, what if? She's just an idiot. Talking about we was blowing this money away because we thought the world was gonna end. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to live it up. Come on now. You don't get your peanut head up out of here, bro. No, you're not living it up. Now you're broke. You're broke boy again.
With the money running low, Heidi faked a divorce with her husband, who explained the split was designed to create fresh interest in his wife for a potential British TV project. Divorcing was the only way to keep Heidi's career going, although this failed to do anything. Heidi Montag had to lose every penny before finally learning her lesson.
We live too in the moment. People say live in the moment. Well, we did. You know, we didn't really think about our futures.
All of which could have easily been learned by researching Nicolas Cage. National Treasure had brought his net worth to $150 million, prompting him to spend $25 million on a waterfront primary residence, although Nick also felt the need to buy a holiday home. He'd therefore spend a further $15 million on a Rhode Island countryside mansion, also picking up an $8.5 million apartment for his weekends away in Las Vegas. But what about his weekends in the Bahamas? Well, for that he'd drop $3 million on his own private island, but this didn't do anything for his trips to Europe, for which he'd spend a further $12.3 million on 2 medieval castles, where he'd spend huge sums on enormous Gatsby-style parties. By 2007, Nicolas Cage had bought 15 different houses, where he'd keep his 26 different vehicles, including 4 yachts, 9 Rolls Royces, and a nearly $3 million vintage Bugatti. Although this wasn't as old as his $276,000 dinosaur skull, kept next to a bookshelf holding a $150,000 Superman comic.
Alright, he's just buying stuff at this point. I ain't never thought about having a dinosaur skull in my life, bro. What type of ignorant stuff is that? But I thought buying houses was good. Like, buying property was smarter than, like, buying diamond watches and stuff. Is it not? Am I dumb? I thought buying, or maybe it's buying land. Maybe that's the investment. I don't know.
The houses lived a $150,000 pet octopus, an $80,000 two-headed snake, and a pair of albino king cobras that set him back $150,000.
Wow.
To add a cherry on top of the cake, Nick purchased his own extravagant gravesite for a price of $40,000, finally concluding his crazy spending spree just months before the global financial crisis.
The real estate market crashed and I couldn't get out in time.
At around the same time, he began receiving fewer high-paying roles, and with 6 different loans on his Bel Air mansion, plus mortgages on every other property, Nicolas Cage was headed toward bankruptcy. By 2009, he owed a further $6.2 million in unpaid taxes, forcing him to sell almost everything, most of which at a loss. His $15 million Rhode Island mansion resold for $9.5 million, while his $276,000 dinosaur skull was taken by the government after they discovered it was originally stolen.
When the Mongolian government said that they needed it back, I gave it to them, but I never got my money back.
Nick launched a $20 million lawsuit against his former manager, stating, Cage discovered that he is now forced to sell major assets and investments at a significant loss and is faced with huge tax liabilities, although his manager clapped back by claiming he advised Cage against buying a Gulfstream jet, against buying and owning a flotilla of yachts, against buying and owning a squadron of Rolls Royces, Royces and against buying millions of dollars in jewelry and art.
He didn't
the
listen?
lawsuit was eventually dismissed as ridiculous, forcing Nick to take on low-quality acting roles purely to avoid bankruptcy.
It may not have been blue chip, but it would still work.
When asked how much has money driven your work choices, Nick stated there are times when it's more of a factor than not, before adding, I had this pride thing where I wanted to work my way through anything, which Nicolas Cage has since done quite successfully, unlike Randy.
Alright, so these people still aren't broke. I'm thinking they go from $1 million to McDonald's broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling all McDonald's workers broke. I'm just saying you have McDonald's 9 times out of 10, you're probably making them pennies. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we've been there. I'm still there. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, hey, he's in a Lamborghini still. Like, how much money did he really lose?
Quaid, who gave up Hollywood to chase conspiracy, bankruptcy, and all-round insanity. I'm back! By appearing in Independence Day, Brokeback Mountain, and every National Lampoon movie, Randy Quaid became a multi-millionaire.
I have earned approximately $40 million throughout my career.
However, despite winning a Golden Globe and being nominated for an Oscar, Randy's career came to a screeching halt halfway through 2009. Why? Well, it began after he and his wife were arrested for trying to use a fake card to pay a $10,000 hotel bill, after which both refused to appear in court. After the case eventually settled, Randy and his wife were once again arrested, this time for squatting inside a vacant house they'd previously owned. However, things only got weirder from here. Randy and his wife began to claim they were being chased by a group called Star Whackers who were trying to kill Hollywood celebrities.
How many people do you know personally who have died suddenly and mysteriously in the past 5 years?
While also claiming the group was somehow controlling their finances.
If things keep going the way they are, and we don't do something about it to expose these people, my wife and I will be out on the street. And we'll have nothing to eat. Okay,
drugs.
That's how bad it is.
I know drugs when I see it. Drugs. They are on some type of drugs, meth, heroin. I know they shooting something in their arms talking about, they doing something, bro. Can't put nothing past it, bro. Come on.
As a solution, Randy fled to Canada, where he'd begin to upload his conspiracies to YouTube.
A day of reckoning is nigh. Wake up!
After which he was arrested for a third time whilst trying to sneak back into America.
The Oscar-nominated actor and his wife in jail this morning after being arrested at the Canadian border in Vermont.
Exactly where Randy's $40 million went isn't entirely clear. However, Kelly Rutherford has been extremely open about how she spent her fortune on lawyers. After gaining international stardom for appearing in Gossip Girl, Kelly had 2 kids with a German man who wasn't a US citizen. The couple divorced in 2009 and began to argue about custody, with a judge ruling the kid should live with their father in Europe, as he wasn't permitted to return to America.
Because he can't come into the US, the children have to be in now France.
That makes sense.
The situation was so strange and unique,
she can
Kelly
go to
spent
France.
every penny she had trying to regain custody.
It's cost you, what, about $2.5 million already?
It's cost me everything I've ever made, everything.
And as a result, she filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy midway
kids.
through the court case, having assets worth only $24,000 compared to liabilities totaling $2 million. On top of this, Kelly owed more than $350,000 in back taxes, $25,000 in Amex charges, and had a monthly income of just under $1,300. Although despite spending everything she'd ever earned, her efforts failed to impact the court's final choice.
Gossip Girl star Kelly Rutherford stunned and fighting back tears after losing a bitter custody battle today in New York Supreme Court.
Kelly's spending was out of complete necessity, whereas Johnny Depp spending $650 million was nothing but
I won't talk about that last one. What do y'all think that was complete necessity? Well, yeah, it's her kids, but I don't know. If I don't got it, I don't got it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is the last $2 million we got. We gotta make this last for like till y'all get to college at least. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just gone over to Europe for a little bit. I'll come visit every once in a while, and once y'all 18, y'all come back. Bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, something like that. But I can see like why the judge did that. Maybe because the father can't come to the U.S. Like he can't, but the mom can go. So it's like the kids probably. It made sense for them to go to Europe because otherwise he wouldn't be able to see his kids unless she took him there. And like, what are odds? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That case is probably tricky, but something had to be going on because a lot of times the judge be wanting to give it to the mom. I feel like mom always get like the primary custody in like some of these cases, but like unless they crazy or something, unless the mom is crazy or she got something going on, I don't know.
Stupidity. In 2012, he was listed as the world's highest paid actor by the Guinness Book of Records.
Johnny Depp.
Although despite earning $900 million over a 13-year period, he spent the money so poorly Conan O'Brien joked that he must have gotten financial advice from Nicolas Cage. Similar to Cage, Depp purchased 14 different properties, including his own Bahamian private island, multiple countryside mansions, and a $60 million village in France, although it was Johnny Depp's day-to-day expenses that might have been even crazier. A 2017 lawsuit revealed he was burning $2 million a month on $200,000 for a private jet, $150,000 on security for himself and his family, $300,000 on staff including 40 full-time employees, and $30,000 on wine, which was confirmed during his trial with Amber Heard. However, Johnny Depp's craziest purchase was when he spent $3 million on his friend Hunter S. Thompson's funeral by firing his ashes out of a rocket-like cannon. Just like Nicolas Cage, Johnny Depp tried to sue his management company TMG, although they'd respond with their own lawsuit stating Depp chose time and again to ignore TMG and all of his other advisors. Depp truly has no one but himself to blame for his current financial and personal circumstances.
Oh, that's it? Why are they trying to sue their financial people? Dude, clearly y'all didn't listen. It's not one of them cases where you got Mike Tyson. He didn't steal your money and put it in a different account. That's not what happened. Dude, you bought the islands. You bought the jets, you bought the wine. I didn't hear you complaining when you were sipping $30,000 wine talking about, ooh, this is good. No. But you complaining now. I wish I would be your financial advisor. You talking about I'm suing you for letting me drink $30,000 wine. Bro, get out my face. Get out my face. It was either let you drink it or get fired. I chose the lesser. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I'm not losing my job, bro. I'm not losing my job. I make decent money here, bro. Hey, you didn't listen. That's all I'm gonna say. You didn't listen. So I don't know which one y'all think was the craziest out of all these. I'm not gonna lie, the craziest one to me was probably the Nicolas Cage one, because at the end, him and Johnny Depp, they didn't end up bankrupt, but it's like, why were they buying that stuff? My man's bought an octopus, a cobra. You can't never play with a king cobra day in life. That thing is venomous. He ain't never handled it. He looked past the glass every day he saw that king cobra. You could have went to the zoo and did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, why did he purchase that? And we'll let him purchase a dinosaur skull. Where did he get that off the black web, the dark web? Come on, my guy. Something's not right. It's clearly you've lost your mind or something, or you just got too much money. If you got too much money and you're gonna spend $200,000, by all means, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? I'll take it, please. I need it, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's how I'm feeling. So y'all let me know which was crazy one of y'all, and y'all know do if y'all enjoy videos too much, the comment button, like button, notification button, subscribe button, all the buttons, because guess what? That is selfish. Give me some money, I'm broke, we gone.